Bea Arthur was born Bernice Frankel on May 13, 1922, in Brooklyn, New York City. She would grow up to become one of television and theater's most distinctive performers. Known for her sharp wit, commanding presence, and deep resonant voice, Arthur built a career that stood apart from most actresses of her era. Raised in a Jewish household in Brooklyn, her early years helped shape the independence and intelligence that would later define her personality on stage and screen. Before she ever stepped into acting, Arthur served during World War II as a truck driver and typist in the United States Marine Corps. At a time when few women held such roles, it was a bold and unconventional move. After the war ended, she decided to pursue her passion for performance and enrolled in the dramatic workshop at the New School in New York. It was there that her future in acting began to take shape. During this period, she adopted the stage name Bea Arthur, blending her married name with a stylized version of her birth name. Arthur first built her reputation in theater. Her stage work laid the foundation for the success that would eventually follow on television. She appeared in a number of Broadway productions where she showcased both her comedic timing and her powerful voice. Among her most notable roles were Yent the Matchmaker in Fiddler on the Roof and Vera Charles in Mame. Her performance in Mame earned her a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Musical and proved her ability to combine humor with emotional depth. These performances highlighted a rare talent for delivering lines with both biting sarcasm and genuine feeling, qualities that would soon make her stand out on television. By the early 1970s, Arthur was already a respected figure in both theater and television. Her major television breakthrough came when she appeared as Maude Findlay, the outspoken cousin of Edith Bunker, on the sitcom All in the Family. The character was so memorable that it quickly led to her own spin-off series, Maude, which ran from 1972 to 1978. In the show, Arthur played a progressive middle-aged woman navigating the challenges of marriage, motherhood, and politics in suburban New York. Maude became groundbreaking television because it addressed controversial social topics that few sitcoms dared to explore at the time, including women's rights, abortion, mental health, and racial tensions. Arthur's bold portrayal earned widespread critical praise, and in 1977 she won an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series. Her character became an empowering symbol for many women during the social changes of the 1970s. Arthur's success only grew in the 1980s when she was cast as Dorothy Zbornak in the hugely popular sitcom The Golden Girls, which aired from 1985 to 1992. The series followed four older women sharing a home in Miami, and Arthur's character Dorothy was known for her intelligence, sarcasm, and emotional complexity. Her performance added a depth that balanced the show's humor, allowing her to deliver sharp one-liners while also revealing the vulnerability beneath her tough exterior. Alongside co-stars Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty, Arthur helped redefine how older women were portrayed on television. The series presented them as witty, vibrant, and deeply human rather than stereotypes. The Golden Girls became a cultural phenomenon, and Arthur received another Emmy Award in 1988, further cementing her place among television's greatest comedic performers. Despite the massive success of the show, Arthur never lost her love for the stage. Throughout her career, she continued to balance television work with live performances and cabaret shows. In 2002, she returned to Broadway with a one-woman performance titled Bea Arthur on Broadway, Just Between Friends. The show combined music, personal stories, and reflections on her career. It allowed her to showcase her storytelling abilities while connecting with audiences in a far more intimate setting than television typically allowed. Even during the height of The Golden Girls, Arthur reportedly considered leaving the show before its final season. Although the chemistry among the cast was undeniable, she sometimes felt restricted by the routine of the half-hour sitcom format. Having spent much of her career in theater, Arthur missed the creative freedom and immediate energy that came with performing live on stage. At times, she also explored returning to theater projects that offered more varied artistic challenges. There were also occasional reports of behind-the-scenes tension between Arthur and her co-star Betty White. Their comedic styles were very different. Arthur's humor was dry, theatrical, and often sharp, while White's style was bright and openly playful. Though these differences sometimes caused friction off camera, they also helped create the unforgettable dynamic viewers saw on screen. Their contrasting personalities became a major part of what made the show so entertaining. Ultimately, Arthur stayed with the Golden Girls for its entire 7-season run. When the series ended in 1992, producers attempted to continue the story with a spin-off titled The Golden Palace, featuring the remaining cast members. However, without Arthur's presence, the series struggled and ended after a short run. Her portrayal of Dorothy had become so central to the show that it simply could not be replicated. Arthur's influence went far beyond entertainment. She was known for supporting social causes and was a strong advocate for LGBTQ rights. Through both her work and her public voice, she challenged stereotypes about age, gender, and political identity. The characters she portrayed often reflected strong, intelligent women who refused to conform to societal expectations. On April 25, 2009, Bea Arthur passed away at the age of 86 after battling lung cancer. News of her death brought tributes from fans and fellow performers around the world. In honor of her extraordinary career, the lights of Broadway were dimmed just days later. It was a powerful reminder of how deeply she had impacted both theater and television. Even years after her passing, Bea Arthur's legacy continues to live on. Her performances remain beloved by audiences, and the shows she helped create still influence television today. Through her fearless humor, commanding presence, and commitment to portraying strong women, she secured a lasting place in entertainment history.